research proposal for research methods in music. And basically, I want to research using body movements to learn meter in the music class. So, why should we be doing this? What is the problem? Uh, the problem is that the obesity rates in America is still increasing, and research has shown that educational based physical education helps reduce cholesterol levels and increases oxygen levels in students. Schools should implement more physical activities in educational teaching, and music can offer that catalyst for physical activities by using body movements within their lessons. I know a lot of us around this time, especially, use body movements when learning Christmas songs or preparing for a program. And body movements can help students not only enjoy their performance better, but also teach them the words to the song a lot easier. If they have a movement that goes along with the song, words from the song, then it helps retain that the lyrics, helps their memory. But body movements can also affect other things as well. And so we're going to take a look at how body movements can help in or not have a significant role in teaching meter. Literature. Long did a study, a rhythmic base on rhythmic based body movements and how they, if they would help increase reading literacy and comprehension. So his study showed that rhythmic based intervention helps children in improving their understanding of reading, even when administered by a classroom teacher in a normal classroom setting. Essentially, they had students would stand up and march to a beat and practice saying words to a beat. And so this research study helped the students gain higher scores in reading comprehension, reading accuracy, and reading rate. So Long, he stated, after 6 weeks of music training, the effects of the reading behavior had shifted in the children. Instead of reading syllables with equal prominence, the children started stressing parts of words. And so there's three reasons that Long accredited this behavior. He said the intervention may have helped children apply a stress timed pattern found in English language. The intervention could have also given students a motivation to build upon. And then his third reasoning was that interventions may have helped students understand key elements found in phrases of language that correlate with music. In Matsumura's research, he observed the role that the body plays in rhythmic expression, and he did this to samba music. The results showed that 8 of his subjects learned to play correct rhythms at the end of a training that they had on body movements. Um, their movements didn't just show in the arm, but it also showed in the neck region and in the hips regions as well. The tempos were correct in those specific regions. The research collected by Matsumura showed that successful musicians use body movements in order to improve tempo and expressive qualities. One could conclude that if a musician is taught that body movements are effective during their beginning, students could transfer that information when they're older and performing in musical ensembles. Um, Research done by Roberts showed that fourth grade students involved in kinesthetic activities had higher situational interest in music class. Basically, essentially, physical activities were put into the music class, and the kids became more interested in class and in music class. So he looked at three categories. He looked at the novelty and surprise, the element of surprise in a lesson, kinesthetic activities, and the use of self-efficacy. Body movements were at the core of the kinesthetic activities, so singing games in which students are standing and moving showed more interest than those songs that were sung just by sitting. Playing instruments also created higher interest. Roberts concluded that kinesthetic activities also evoke high interest in high school students, college students, and even in adults. The research proves that students have a natural yearn to move their bodies during learning. It offers their body and mind time to engage themselves within the concept being taught. Thompson's study, he studied pianists that under four categories: a deadpan category, a immobile category, a normal category, and an exaggerated category. Under these conditions, all pianists under his study played a piece of music under those four conditions. The research that concluded that musicians showed an increase in expression from deadpan to exaggerated while playing the piano. The most evident body parts that moved were the ones that were further away from the musical instruments, such as the head, neck, and torso. There seemed to be a similar amount of movement from all body parts during performances with immobile and deadpan conditions due to the fact that they didn't move that much. Very limited body movements. Thompson and Luck state that the result shows a clear association between playing without expression and then playing also without extraneous movements. Less movements, less expression. Showed evidence that playing with more expression led to larger movements. The largest of the movements occurred in areas furthest away from the instrument. Expressing oneself through body movements is not an uncommon practice for professionals. Therefore, offering students an opportunity to express music through their bodies should be reinforced at a young age. The method I would like to use is use second graders at Highland Elementary, found in Glasgow, Kentucky, where I am the music teacher at. I'm going to recruit them to participate in the study. It's going to be comprised of 89 total students, 52 females and 37 males. Of those 89, 11 need IEPs. Students are going to be put into two groups. Two classes are going to be taught meter using body movements, while two classes will just use a theory approach to it. Lessons dealing with just the theory aspect. The second group has 45 students, and then the first group that will get the body movements has a total of 44 students. So at the beginning of each class, the students from the first group would listen to, move to, and create movements to songs in different time signatures in 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 meter. The students would then go through the lesson plan given to all students. The second group would get no instructional time using body movements, though. The students in each group will be assigned a number, and all records of their achievements will be placed within those. The first group will be assessed on their body movements using a rubric that the teacher provides. The first and second group will take a summative assessment at the end to show their progress. The summative assessment will consist of 10 multiple choice questions to determine their proficiency in meter. The data collected will be collected through an Excel sheet and put into a observational journal. This record will keep tabs of all activities and the students' achievements of those activities. At the end of the summative assessment, the students will then also be given a survey to show their interest in the unit. I would like to see if the students like the body movements more so than students that just got a regular class lesson. So that's my proposal for research methods, and I hope I can get some good feedback on this and hope everything turns out okay. Thank you for your time, and have a great day. Bye-bye.